Hello, this is Seth Azria. So I want to demonstrate these keyboard shortcuts. The first one I want to talk about is the undo feature. I'll show you this stuff both on a PC and on a Mac. This is Windows Vista. It's a full version of Windows Vista, and the rest of these screens are on the Mac. So to undo things, the keyboard shortcut, say you delete some stuff by accident or you're experimenting a little bit and you want to go back to where you came from, press Z, Control Z, and that gets you back as many steps as have been recorded. This works on other programs as well in addition to Word. And on a Mac, it is substantially similar. To delete this stuff and then get it back, it is Command Z as opposed to Control. Second thing I want to show you is Select All. This is useful for getting the entire contents of a document or a frame or a lot of things. It works for a lot of things. Instead of doing what I just did, I could simply press Command A on a Mac and get all of it. On a PC, it is Control A, and that gets you all of it, and then you can copy and paste this stuff, do whatever you like. Next thing I want to show you is formatting non-contiguous items. So let's say I wanted to apply the same formatting, or I wanted to select or copy or whatever really, several things in a document. What I would do on a Mac is press Control, is select something, and then to select something else, I hold down the Control button, and then I can select a number of different things, and then I could say apply common formatting. On a PC, that is the Control button. Now to move text, I could of course highlight it and then right click and then copy it and then paste it where I want it to go, or much faster way to do it is simply highlight it, click on it, and drag it to where I want it to go. The cursor is, it's kind of hard to see, but it's behind there, and when I let it go, it inserts it where the cursor was. On a PC, I actually think it handles this a little bit better. Highlight something and then click on it and drag it, and then it becomes a little box underneath the mouse pointer, and wherever the cursor is, that's the insertion point. Once again, just highlight, drag, and then move it around and say you want it right before the word not, let it go. And that's it. Now, if you actually wanted to cut, copy, and paste stuff, which is still relevant in many situations, instead of using the right click, you can highlight something and press Control C to copy, click somewhere else, Control V to paste. If you want to cut it, paste it somewhere else, Control X, and then Control V to paste. On a Mac, it is the same thing except you use the Command button. So Command X, Command V, and that gets you there. Now to duplicate items, let's say that this phrase right here is one of those phrases that you use quite a bit. Is and as for first affirmative defense, which is something we'll be saying several times in an answer. An easy way to get a couple of these going is to highlight it, and on the PC, hold down the Option button and click on it, drag it, this little plus sign, and that makes a copy of it. And you can make as many as you like. This also works for entire documents, which is nice if you want to maybe use something for a document. You want to reuse a document, but you don't want to mess with the original. You just simply hold down the Option key on a Mac, a Control key on a PC. Click, hold, and drag. A little plus sign comes up, and it peels off a copy, and it renames it. Puts the word 3. I've done this before, so see that again. Now I'm doing both there. If I want to duplicate all of them, all 4, I just highlight all 4 of them, and then I go like this, and now I've got, well more than I need. Next thing I want to show you is the application switcher. On a PC, it is pretty handy. This is the shortcut is Alt tab, press Alt, and this little box comes up, and then you press the tab to tab over the one you want. If you want the desktop, go to desktop, and that comes up. If you want to go back to Word, goes back to Word. So you want Firefox, there's Firefox. This is a lot. It's that's really nice, really quick. On a Mac, it does substantially the same thing, but it looks a little bit different, which is the keyboard shortcut is Command Tab, and to get over the thing you want, let's say I want to go to Acrobat, do that. Or if I want to go back to the PC, I do that. That's also nice. Now the next thing I want to show you is related to, the last two things are related to search. And the search, the keyboard shortcut is Control F on a PC, Command F on a Mac. And this is sort of a global command. It works in a lot of different things. So Control F brings up the find box. Now if I say I want to find the word website, which is right here, it found the word website. And I say I want to also replace it with the words, let's say Seth. Click replace all, and it made the replacements. This is great for documents, changing names on documents. If you had something you wanted to reuse, or you need to change the name of an operating agreement, or perhaps a opting out agreement or some sort of settlement, anything really. It's very handy to have. The last thing I want to show you is also related to search, and it is the global search feature. Right here on the Mac, it's located right here. It's called Spotlight, and you type something in there, and it just brings up anything on your computer related to that, and it brings up definitions, documents, all sorts of different things grouped by category. The keyboard shortcut to get there is Command Space, and if I want to open Word, and there it is. On a PC, it is down here in the corner. This is where the search box is, and it operates the same way. The keyboard shortcut is just the window key, which is to the left of your space bar, and then you start typing whatever you need to find. In my view, there's very little reason to go searching for anything through the folders or anything like that. You just start typing what you want, and chances are the computer will find it. Another nice thing about Microsoft's search feature is that when you open it up, you can start typing, and then if you press down the arrow key, it selects either search the internet, and then you press enter, and it'll bring up your default browser and run a Google search, or whatever search engine you've set as your default. Another nice thing, if you can't find what you're looking for, you just press enter, and you see this search everywhere will come up, and it'll bring up a find box, and you can search that way as well. And that's it for search. One other thing I'd like to show you really quickly, because I got a minute here, is the Control N button. If you're working in, basically Control N is a universal command to bring up a new document or a new window of whatever it is that you're working on. So if you're working on, if you're in here and Control N, it will bring up a new Windows Explorer box, and then you can go search for whatever you like in there. The same thing works on a Mac. When you're in here, just Command N, and that brings up a new thing. So those are some nice keyboard shortcuts. I think they will save you a lot of time, and I urge you to download the PDF I've posted to keep these things handy. Thanks for watching.